velvet voice of Jedi Johnson narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx boy shall rot away your brain. Bad to the bone, bruise the furnace, pick up a days on days, and the great Tom covers Boba Fett's have bad writings to slay. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage. The qualified, we are prepared.
And hello and welcome to a brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson, 22, joined as always, I don't know, I really can't say that, he wasn't here last week, by the great Dom Tober.
I was busy.
He was busy. And the architect, joesduelin. The ballbuster Brucifer is not here this week. He is out kink shaming some people or something. I don't know what he's doing. And Styx is he's on the road going to watch his son play volleyball. He may try and pop in later, but the way his internet works,
you know how that'll go.
Yeah, he won't actually pop in until next week. So
yeah. Also, he has better internet in his car than he's at home. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, can't be any worse. All right, so what's going on this week, fellas? We have. I don't know. It's kind of a slow week here. Of course, we have C2E2 going on this weekend. We may or may not do a wrap up of that next week. Lots of variants, lots of exclusives out there.
I got one.
Joe feels up to. We'll see if Joe feels like giving us an exclusive look at it next week as a wrap up. I think maybe Pete's going to do maybe a top 10 exclusives if there's anything that is. Standing out as being hot and sought after and causing fights amongst large.
Next week we are supposed to have the man himself, Mark Spears, here as he gets ready to launch a couple things and talk about a couple things. And I know he had a pretty hot exclusive. So yeah, maybe we'll just do a little exclusive.
He had a pretty hot
doing well.
Exclusives over there.
Yeah, and have him give us some feedback for that segment about the old exclusive market.
Yeah, so I was in AwesomeCon last week, and it was good. Like I was telling you guys about before we went on. Yeah, it wasn't as packed as it usually is. You know, it was kind of comfortable. I like the vibe that it wasn't that packed. I was able to move around.
I can tell you were actually taking pictures of things other than yourself and posting it in IG. So. Yeah. Good job, Dom. We actually got to see a little bit of the con.
You're learning.
Listen, no, listen. I got to give 100% credit to my wife. That's my wife.
Your wife is an awesome lady. She is Dom's agent and his what do you call the people that control the talent?
His handler.
She's my PR. The PR. Yeah, she's the better half of me, and I will always say that God bless her soul for tagging along with me when she comes to these events.
Giggles. Good job, Giggles. Making sure Dom didn't get into trouble down in DC.
Not at all.
All right.
It's a fun town.
So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This may be a short show because since Brewster's not here, I don't think we're doing absolute comic reviews. Not sure if we're going to do news, but we will start off with What the F Friday. I know a lot of times I say it was a slow week, so but this was really kind of a very slow week, to be honest with you. Our good buddy, the Pride of America, does not make an appearance this week in What the F Friday.
He gave his mouth a rest this week?
He's I don't know, no ball handling or stroking of the sticks or whatever, but we do have whoops. I don't know what happened there.
Did we lose you? We're back.
Did I drop out? I don't know. I just lost my
you're there.
I lost my presentation. Let me share my screen again. I don't know what happened. All right. I don't know why this is not working. All right. Let me close that. Let me close it out. We're starting off on a bang this week.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves, folks.
We got the Styx virus today. The Styx virus.
Well, we had our inaugural Styx channel Doctor Who
I heard
watch party.
I heard
it was a lot of fun.
It was something. It was something. I think it went pretty well. As exciting as Doctor Who can get, I guess.
How many times you talk about Mudmen?
Okay, there we go.
Only once or twice.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, he's promised us we're going to get into the Mudmen, and maybe this week. I don't know. Joe and I never know what we're going to be watching.
Yeah, Styx does not give us the episode we're going to watch.
And I have to admit, the results are pure gold, actually. Joe and I have some pretty spontaneous and funny stuff as we watch it. I would say if you're going to join us for those, and we hope you do, make sure you're watching it along with us. I think that's a lot more fun.
It's true.
Watching us.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the Guinness records. We did have a Guinness record. You might have seen it on your news. I did see it on a couple of news outlets. Alaskan woman's nearly 3-inch mouth gape breaks world record. An Alaskan woman has a massive mouth. It was measured by a dentist at 3.98 or 3 inches. I do love her quote, which taking out of context could be kind of funny. I just watched the videos a few times. I'm like, that's funny. I could fit that kind of stuff into my mouth.
Can she deep throat this?
Hey, I wonder if I can beat her. So I don't know what kind of video she's watching, but
oh geez,
she is able to fit a lot of stuff. Here she is fitting objects in her.
She can fit a lot of beef in her mouth.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's the Guinness. I don't know.
Look at that. Those beef patties. Oh geez,
that's impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna try. Hey,
OnlyFans, sign her up.
I was really just waiting for
That's next stop, OnlyFans. That's true. There's a gold mine out there waiting for her.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn. You know why would this be such a spectacular thing that you want to show this off? That your mouth opens that wide.
I can think of one reason.
You know the comments that you're gonna get. You know who's gonna be out there. The trolls that are definitely in that. She's definitely take 2 or 3 in her mouth at the same time.
It's not about good or bad anymore, Dom. It's all about engagement. Doesn't matter.
It's all about getting the recognition. Like I didn't put it on here because I couldn't remember if it was last week or this week. But I think it was a California woman had just measured the world's longest tongue. And again, I don't know if people are paying to watch this, but she's showcasing this long tongue by playing Jenga with it.
Oh, Jesus.
Not how I would prefer to see that skill deployed, but
hey.
Get these two women together, get the long tongue and the big mouth, they could make some money.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a fortune to be had. All right. I don't know if it's the time of the year, but I came up with this segment, Lost and Found Friday. So I don't know if it's the time of the year, but 3 different publishing agencies, whatever entities, publish their yearly Lost and Found lists for this week. There's 3 of them that I found, and I don't know why they wait till the end of March, early April to do this instead of doing it earlier in January, because these are for the year 2024. But anyway. Some interesting items. Uber published. I actually saw this one on a news show. Uber published their Lost and Found articles that included a live turtle and a chainsaw. Uber released its annual Lost and Found Index, an accounting of items left in rideshare cars, including a mannequin head with human hair, which I got to be honest, those things are super expensive. My wife works in a salon. And the stylist will buy these things to practice, and those things are several $100s for those things. A live turtle and a 5-gallon bucket of beans. Some of the unique items cited by Ubers included the mannequin head with human hair, a chainsaw, a Ghostbusters trap. Mine is still here, so it wasn't me. Fresh breast milk.
How'd they know it was fresh?
Live
Did they taste it?
turtle. A urinal. A set of Shrek ears. 15 hookahs. A bouquet of 100 red roses. Ozempic. That's not cheap.
No.
10 live lobsters, a Vikings drinking horn, a taxidermied rabbit, and a passenger's divorce papers.
Oh, the divorce papers are the best. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Wasn't wanting to sign those papers.
I guess you're contractually required to turn in lost items or report lost items.
So you sit down.
Things left in the vehicle.
You're sitting in the chair and you're sitting down, but the turtle must be in a tank if they left it in the thing, which I don't understand. If you have a turtle, how are you going to leave it that you don't remember taking your turtle? I understand the.
I have to think most people were probably drunk when they left a lot of these things in there.
10 live lobsters? Oh, somebody must have bought lobsters from the store to go cook them, and they freaking had them.
How do you leave a urinal? How does that slip your mind? How does it slip your mind? I got in a vehicle with a urinal, and I left the vehicle without a urinal.
Unless it's a joke. Maybe it's some sort of YouTube. I'm sorry.
That's like a little portable. Yeah, they want a little portable.
I don't know. Fresh breast milk. All right. Also, some
they made ice cream
related items. A 5-gallon bucket of beans.
I don't know how.
175 hamburger sliders. Now, I don't think these are all
That's a White Castle special there.
Yep.
Well, it didn't specify if it was all at once. Like, somebody actually left 175, or if that was like added up, tallied throughout the year. It didn't really say. 108 eggs, more cash. 24 cans of corn and a bucket of feta cheese.
Damn, what's with the buckets, man?
That had to smell real nice.
Oh yeah. So if you ate the fucking ate the beans and had some feta cheese, yeah, it's a lovely smell. The backseat of that damn taxi, man.
Gross. Yeah, you can leave all that stuff in a taxi. I don't think you're ever going to get a lost and found off of it. I'm confused how they just don't contact the people because, well, you know who it was who you picked up. Yeah, if I have a urinal in the back of my seat. I'm pretty sure I can narrow it down to the people that
Finders
I
keepers
on ride share that day. Yeah,
finders keepers.
I've always wanted to. I always thought that.
So I said, like I said, several of these lists came out this week. Trash cleared from New Jersey beaches include vampire teeth and a bathroom sink. So we're putting together a whole bathroom here. We've got the urinal, now we've got the bathroom sink. The Clean Ocean Tuesday in
Jersey.
Clean Ocean Action releases 2024 Beach Sweeps Report, offering insight into the group's numerous cleanups throughout the year. The Dirty Dozen, which is these are the most common ones: straws, candy wrappers, bottle caps, blah, 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 blah.
That's Jersey.
Some of the more interesting and unique items include a set of vampire teeth, a rubber foot. There you go, Joe.
That's beautiful, Joe.
I knew I left it somewhere.
An unopened can of ravioli. Dibs on that. I'll take that. A punch bag, a container of Wawa brand sausage and eggs. I'm not familiar with Wawa brand.
Wawa. It's Eastern PA, Jersey convenience store.
A gallon of maple syrup, an Invisalign retainer, a message in a liquor bottle, a Victoria's Secret bra, hubba hubba, a jar of marijuana.
I claim that. I claim that.
You got that? An inflatable hot tub. You can have that. You want that too, Don? You want the inflatable
sure. Hot tub.
A bedpan. I may need that someday. Multiple uncooked hams.
I like that there's multiple.
Multiple.
Yeah, multiple uncooked hams. A boat cabin door and a bathroom sink. So
Jesus.
We're working on that. Working on getting that restroom together.
I wonder how much of that was just chucked out from somebody's boats randomly, and then just
washed ashore.
Made their way ashore.
And then, of course, the lost and found baggage report came out as well. Weirdest finds inside an unclaimed baggage include a Goonies script and a glass eye. Retailers take possession. They give you 90 days, or they try to find you, and then to return your stuff, and then they, I guess, try to sell it off or do whatever. notable finds this past year was a freeze-dried chicken
Yes,
foot.
they are. They are fantastic.
And a script from the 1985 film The Goonies. Also found were a toilet seat. We're working on we're getting that ready together.
And we don't know whether it's new or used.
I know, right?
We're going to hodgepodge this thing together. An uncut sheet of $2 bills.
Nice.
An Ice Spice Chia Pet, and a replica suit of medieval armor. A 1944 signed Eleanor Roosevelt letter.
Damn.
She was a handsome lady.
A jar of whiskey containing a preserved rattlesnake.
I claimed that.
You want that one? A cuckoo clock, a silicone pregnancy belly. A cheery, is that cheery or cheery? Almost a cherry. Cheery shaped toilet brush, whatever that is. And an antique magician's top hat and antique mustache curler.
Listen,
mustache
the
curler.
pregnancy belly, the silicone pregnancy belly, people use that to get off thing. I'm pregnant.
To get those reserved parkings for pregnant ladies at the mall.
Yeah.
And also notable, a $39,000 diamond ring, $20,000 Rolex, $5,000 pair of embroidered Levi's jeans, and a $9,000 Louis Vuitton bag.
Nice. That's good.
A lot of stuff.
And there we have it, folks. A little different what the F this week, but what the F nonetheless. What do we got?
All right. Who we got hanging around? Who we got hanging around in the chat today?
All right, let's see. I'm already seeing some recognizable names. We've got Tommy Longbox saying, "Happy Friday, freaks. Have a good show, and I'll catch you on the rewind." So Tommy coming in first and second before GT Comics.
Snake and GT Comics in the list today.
Snake them. GT gets the bronze, 4, 5, and 6.
Still on the pedestal.
Here we go.
Yeah. I'm glad you can finally change your name, Ed.
There you go.
He's moving through everybody. What's going on? Have a fresh batch of con rumors. Okay. All right. Let's see who we got. My camera's right in the way of this. Nerdy Geek. Evening, everybody. What's going on, Nerdy? Mama Bear. Hello.
Hello, Mama.
Three Rivers Comic. What's going on, Three Rivers?
I'm going to bump into you in Pittsburgh at some point, Three Rivers.
I believe I am caught up, Tyson, on
you're at Diddy's party? You're at the white party? You in the Hamptons, Tyson?
Yeah, Tyson.
What else we got? Let's see. Tyson saying, it was something. Joe was waiting for Rose to show her.
When we were watching the doctor.
You know,
there you go, Tyson. Just for that background today.
I have to admit, I was impressed with the selection of eye candy in Doctor Who. I'm just one point for Doctor Who on that one.
Jedi looks pale, doughy British women.
It was better. It was a lot better than I expected. Maybe my expectations were low. I don't know. Buffy, what's going on, Buffy? Joe's more of a world's biggest feet kind of guy. He is, but he's flexible. I'm
flexible. I like him small, big. It doesn't matter.
BK is back for the second week in a row. We love this guy.
It's good to see you back.
Hey, what's up, buddy, man?
Starting
to worry about you.
Got better as soon as he popped in. Cosmic, good times. What's going on, Cosmic?
What's up, Cosmic?
Let's see. Who else we got here that I haven't seen? Terry, what's going on, Terry? Are we playing a game? We are playing a game. What is it? Which of these items isn't in the theater sex bucket? We do have a game. We have a fan favorite game to wrap the show up this week, so stick around for that. Jeffrey Sato, actually, the Go Gas were pretty good.
The Go-Go's.
The Go-Go's.
Oh, the Go-Go's.
I had the biggest crush on Belinda Carlisle as a child. I love the Go-Go's. Early Go-Go's before they got popular were really good.
I was more into the lead singer of the Bangles, I guess, than Linda.
Oh, I like those.
Susanna Hoff. Susanna Hoff. She is still a smoke show.
Tyson says all these items will be shown later on when Jedi shows X-rays of people. People's asses. That was also a very good segment that we did, but unfortunately, it's one that it just takes a while to get enough material to pull that segment together. So
yeah, literally.
But stay tuned. We'll have one down the road.
People, put more things up your asses and go to the ER. I'm just kidding. Please don't.
I think that's everybody. We said hello to everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Dom, did you watch last week's show?
No.
Dom doesn't watch.
Can I take just a moment to?
Why?
Can I take just a moment to show Dom? So we ended last week's show by watching this guy who does a lot of weird stuff with pickles, and we all thought of you. The guy is
what the fuck?
Jedi loves that.
I cannot get enough of this guy. We may end the show on some more.
He's fucking.
Is that pickle parties, Tom? Is that what goes on at the pickle party?
Hey, I don't know, man. All I know is that's the weird shit, man. I don't play with that shit.
No one is that rule number one?
All roped in just because Baltimore was having a pickle festival. You get your balls busted for a year.
And every time we mention pickle, my name comes up all the fucking time because
it's chiseled in stone at this point, Dom. There's no escaping it. All right, what do we got next? We're gonna do some.
We're gonna do a little. I guess I'm on duty this week since Brucifer is off. As we take a look at the outside looking in, the books that were just a bit outside of the CBSI Hot 10. So this week up on the list, Pete gave us Amazing Spider-Man 1 with the Hellgate cover. So you get the first appearance of Hellgate, who I've heard is a horribly generic villain.
Well, you know what?
So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, aside, I was going to buy this book and I didn't get it. I actually just read it online. This story is pretty good, man. I'm looking forward to later issues on this.
Yeah, I mean, we got the big old relaunch, renumbering of ASM now. So you got your 75 covers. And
every year they got to relaunch to get like 2,000 number ones out there to spend money, man. But
yeah, so you get a first appearance of this.
Yeah, we don't know where he is, RP.
He's not even in the book. He's just in the cover.
Yeah. We shall see how Hellgate works out, but that's what you got. There was probably going to be an ASM book on the list because.
Well, I'll tell you this: he actually a pretty good character. He actually could be part of the Sinister Six. Like if they redo the Sinister Six, he could actually be one of the guys. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see where they go. A little new blood in ASM
And it's so hard to make new villains these days because a lot of the villains are shitty characters. To try to get a really good villain, like I'm telling you, like Mr. Negative, which he's potentially the villain for the new Spider-Man movie next year. But I like Mr. Negative. I think that's a really cool character, a mob boss type of guy in Chinatown, the type of thing. So I like that. I like the grounded stuff, man. And watching Daredevil is fucking. I'm loving it, man. I love that shit, man. Love it, man.
I've been enjoying Daredevil a lot. I know handful of people have been shitting on it for some reason. I don't know. I've just enjoyed it.
Good Lord, RP.
It's not earth shattering, Daredevil.
You'll never hear that on the Star Wars show.
It's been good watch. I've really enjoyed it. Next up on the list, we got Spawn 122, which is the first. Now I never know whether it's NYX or Nyx. But so Spawn's doing the Spawn Universe series that's coming out. So you are going to get NYX series coming out. So you have an average of 40 on a handful of sales. So if you want to go up and dig up her first appearance, you can go dig into Spawn 122. So go back, dig through those boxes, pick up a Capullo cover, find it for less than $40 somewhere else. That's something to dig for. I don't know if those Spawn Universe series will really carry anything long term for these characters in their first appearance, but
that's right. That bull. Yep. Hey, you know what?
People love Spawn, and like I said, breaking out.
Spawn, no matter what they put out with Spawn, there's all these variant covers of Spawn, man, and these books that come out, and people wait online, like the WonderCon. That book, people were waiting online forever to get that book, man.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna. Like I said, I was thinking about doing the spotlight this week as a preview of C2E2 stuff. And then I was like, 350 variant, fuck it. I was like, everybody's going to be talking about it. And I don't like to talk about what other people are talking about. I like to talk about meaningless things that none of you give a shit about. And that makes me happy. So I figured we'd circle back to it when Mark comes on next week to just kind of look at the ones that did all right. Because truthfully, I looked at a lot of them and I was like, oh, it's a con exclusive of Michael Turner art, who's been dead for a while.
Yeah, it's just rehash
on a book.
A lot of them are rehash.
So
covers.
I'm like, I was like, I don't want to trudge through 350 covers of that. So, but again, the next cover looks pretty good for the series that's coming out. So maybe it'll put a little fire under this book and it'll do a little better. We'll see. Next up on the list. Oh my, who loves Nathaniel Richards? Fantastic Four 273. Don't mind Pete's typo because there are over a dozen sold. Which
that's a lot.
Well, I don't have an editor. I'm not Bruce.
Is that a metric term?
I'm
a bear. Is that metric?
Yeah. Bruce fell out, so I was like, I'm just throwing this in here this week. So, but over a dozen sold. High of 13 sets have been selling 15 to 20. This is not the cameo. This is, I guess, your first full appearance of Reed's father. We'll see where that goes with all kinds of fun things with Fantastic Four movie and see if that plays into it. And I think you get some Ramatut in this as well.
Well, so there's a couple of things about the Fantastic Four is going through reshoots now, which is kind of funny, and it comes out in July.
Late. I know it feels a little late.
They're doing some. I know, and they're I hate when the whole thing where they talk about the state of movies, what they do in movies. There's some kind of controversial stuff that might be happening, and people are already taking notice and already pissed off. So
yeah, I mean, anymore I kind of feel like just fuck it, just go see the movie. If you want to see the movie, don't see it. If you don't want to see it, it'll probably be out for rental or whatever pretty soon after.
I think it's gonna be good. I don't know. Like I said, I'm tired of the. I watched the other YouTube channels that talk about things, but like I said,
it's hard. I'm just tired of prejudging stuff before it comes out. I mean, I don't expect anything earth-shattering from any of these things. It's like Daredevil. It's not earth-shattering, but I'm enjoying it. That's good enough for me. I have very mild to low expectations of Marvel stuff that comes out. So when I watch something like Daredevil, I'm pleasantly surprised and I sit back and enjoy it.
Like they always say something about a show that's coming out and you watch it. It's like, oh shit, this is really good.
It's good. It's solid. I'm getting a story.
Well, I love
they're not rushing through. I know people. It's just like Star Wars shit. People, I want to see space wizards fight with their swords. I like something that's a little more story driven.
I think a lot of things with Disney Plus when it comes to Marvel and hopefully Star Wars too. I think expectations are settling. A lot of like the stock market, right? Expectations finally everything adjusts to maybe where it should be.
Yeah.
That's I think maybe what we're looking at with Disney Plus right now is our expectations are kind of settling to where they should be, which isn't expecting a lot. It's just,
I hope Thunderbolts is good. Quantum Gamma brought it up about Thunderbolts. I just want to, it looks like it could be a fun little movie. And that's all I want. Just like when you go see Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't need everything tied into everything. Just give me a fun little movie.
Actually, you know what pisses me off? The whole fact is that last week they were saying the Kingpin, he's held up on TV rights. He can't show up in anything else. It's an apple. Meanwhile, he's the fucking mayor of New York City. You got the Thunderbolts in New York City. How you not mention friggin' the Kingpin?
Well, I heard you talking about that. I don't forget what show it was. I think it was one of Bruce's show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want the Kingpin in a Spider-Man movie personally, because the way they've established Spider-Man movies is kind of it's an action film, but it's kind of an upbeat action film. It's like it's got some comedy punch. It's got comedy. It's got some funny stuff. It's got some Whereas with Kingpin, they've already established Kingpin in the Daredevil storyline. It's a very serious storyline. There's not a lot of like,
not a lot of yuck.
Not a lot of yuck. Not a lot of funny. Oh, that's so I don't know. I don't know if putting Kingpin in a
that's the way it's done.
Spider-Man.
That's it, man. Well, listen, the Kingpin. Well, the whole thing is Kingpin is a Spider-Man villain, which started off as Spider-Man villain, and now.
I don't know. Did you watch if for anyone in the chat or if you watched this week's episode of Daredevil? By the way, the white dress was see-through. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mark.
I didn't notice that until you had mentioned it. I think I still had visions of that girl running on Doctor Who through the park in my head, so I just wasn't paying attention to.
Yeah, it was quite see-through. I was like, whoa, look at you, Marvel, stepping it up.
Well, like I said,
not fuzzing that out.
The chick that's dating Matt, the psychiatrist.
Yeah, she don't like bras.
Yeah, I know. She was the Zerback, the witch from the Acolyte. She was the Zerback witch, lesbian witch. That's the same. That's the actress, the same actress.
Disney likes to recycle people.
Yeah. So. Hey, listen, if you have a job with Disney, you get to do a lot of work, which is great. Yep. I'm telling you, man. All kidding aside, Bullseye is the man. Yo, fucking using his tooth as a goddamn freaking weapon.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool, man. Listen, I'm telling you, man, it is a badass. I'm sad that next week's the season finale, man.
Not as cool as in the old Daredevil, him using a peanut to kill the guy on the plane.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But nonetheless, like I said, I don't know. I liked the old Netflix stuff. I liked the tone of it. Not everything that Netflix did, because Daredevil dragged on a little too long. You didn't need that many episodes.
But you know what? I tell you what, man. I thought it was good, and I can't wait for next season. Him in the black suit, making his own vigilante team. That's gonna be awesome, man. Well, this episode is supposed to be. They said, prepare for a heartbreak. Is Daredevil's girl gonna die? Is she gonna get killed? Is Daredevil?
Is that gonna break any hearts though? Because
no, it's not gonna break any hearts, because she hates vigilantes anyway. So people are like, all right.
I was
bring on Elektra.
After every episode, I talk to my son in Tennessee, who's also watching this, and he can't wait for her to die. He can't stand her. I was so hoping she died at the end of last episode.
No, listen, that dialogue she had with Matt when she says, "I saved me." That was like kind of like a cheesy thing. It says, "Daredevil to save me. I saved me."
I was a little pissy. He showed up. He was a little bit late, but he showed up at that goddamn ball. Why she got to give him fucking guff? He said he was going to show up. He showed up. Cut the man a break.
You.
Women, man, all the same, man.
Lady, we ain't married. Step off.
Yeah. All right. Next up on the list here. Speaking of Spider-Man, we got ASM 194. You got your first Black Cat. Although nobody's confirmed that Black Cat is going to appear, her name pops up every time some female actress is saying, "Hey, we're going to cast this person." Sadie Sink apparently is not going to be Black Cat from the rumor mills. So, but it's still a good, solid first appearance, and
key book, right? I mean, this is
it's a good solid key book for a solid Spider-Man character.
I'm telling you, man, the 1990 Spider-Man series was such a great show. The cartoon, how it the week by week, how everything connected, the whole story, I'm hoping that they make a new Spider-Man cartoon like that, like X-Men 97. I hope they do that with Spider-Man. Because I don't understand why it takes so damn long to do these things and introduce these characters, man. It fucking takes
exactly. But I mean, it's a decent. I mean, I think people keep thinking, okay, you're making Spider-Man movies, you got all this shit in the Spider-Man universe. A Black Cat's going to have to fucking show up at some point. Why wouldn't she show up at some point? I think people are hoping she shows up in a Spider-Man movie versus some Sonyverse fucking bullshit. Don't make me sit through another fucking Craven.
I did not hate Craven as much as you did, but okay. we
won't
go into that again.
It had its moments, but it's like I can only sit through so many bad Russell Crowe accents.
Other than Calypso was it Calypso?
Yeah,
I forgot
Calypso.
her name.
Calypso.
This is Calypso. Have you met Calypso?
Calypso.
Calypso.
Oh, your name's Calypso? Okay, Calypso. Yeah, it was a little rough. But yeah, well, do better, Sonny. Do better. That's all I got to say. And what we got last up on the list? Invincible Returns. Fantastic book. Darwin Cook cover. Invincible Returns. The 1 in 10. One sold at auction for $860. The 125 still only $120, but you know, Pete feels more maybe bound to come out of the woodwork as a Darwin Cook collector. Yes, this is a book that I would like to have in my collection, which I don't. I have a lot of the Darwin Cook big boy books, but this is one that has consistently eluded me. So yeah, Invincible. People love the show. It's a good fucking show.
That's exactly what I was going to say. People love this show. And when I say people, I'm not talking about old farts like us. I'm talking about the generations below us. Love this show.
It's good
when I do Whatnot streams. When I do Whatnot streams, this is every Whatnot stream. I get at least 2 or 3 people asking me if I have any Invincible books. Unfortunately, I don't, but I have like maybe 2. But people love this show. It's not going away.
I'm telling you, man. Between this and The Walking Dead, I had so many opportunities when these books came out. Number ones, I on the shelves, I had them in my hand when I was in the comic stores. Could have picked up and bought them, never did. And now you look at it now and it's like, damn, man.
I just hope I know there's been rumors of, maybe they'll do live action Invincible. I don't want that. I'm very happy with the animated series. The tone of it is solid. Everything about it is absolutely solid. Even the little the Adam Eve one-off they did was fantastic. They're doing a fantastic job with it. They built, I think, a nice little audience around it. I hope they do more like little one-offs like they did with the Adam Eve, and then just keep putting seasons of this out because I'll keep fucking watching it. Feed it to me, I'll fucking eat it. So
this show's got legs. It's good. Like I said, it's appealing to the younger generation. So, and with Star Wars and stuff like that, we always say like, okay, what's going to happen when our generation is gone? Is it still gonna, this one's going to be around for generations. So,
it's like I said, and it's good and like I said, I tend to judge animation a little softer than I judge live action. But this is solid. Like I watch this when I'm watching this, I watch it like I watch live action, and enjoy it just as much. So good on that whole cast putting all that together because they got good talent on that show, and they're basically just following the comic for the most part. So hey, it's nice. If you're a fan of the comic, you're getting what you want. If you had never read the comic and you start from scratch, you're getting a good story to follow. That's great. So it brings everybody together. It's nice.
What you should do is get the omnibus book and just have that. And it's cheaper. Get to read the whole story.
Yeah. If you want, or just watch the animated show and just enjoy it and follow it along. So, alrighty. If you want to know any more about any of these books that you've seen on the OLI or any of the books that Pete highlighted on the CBSI Hot 10 before this show, please hop on over to CBSI and check out Pete's write-ups and find out a little more about these books if you want.
I don't want to go the way of preacher.
No.
That would not be a good thing.
Although Preacher,
I mean, it would be if you wanted to buy the books, I guess. But
I didn't mind. If people had problems with Preacher, I kind of enjoyed it. All right, boys, you guys got pickups because I have somewhere between a metric fuck ton and a metric shit ton of pickups.
I have a stack today myself, so it's a good thing Brewster's not here.
Only 3 of us, yeah. You want to take the lead? You want to take the lead, Jay?
Yeah, I can go first.
Take the lead off.
All right. I have some a lot of Vampy. No shocker. This is a Vampy 672 by Elias Chatzoudis. I had to write his name down, so I maybe wouldn't mess it up.
We need to get a clip of Marco saying it since he's Greek, and then just put that in every time we have to say the artist's name.
Yep. I have a this is Vampirella #1. Obviously Perillo.
Hey, Perillo.
I finally got my order in from Midtown, which means I finally got.
I'll show you mine, Terry.
I finally got this.
There's your Vampies.
The one I really wanted. This is.
There you go.
The A and then the
OG cover that we were first.
The original one before they dropped all the others on us. Let's see what else we got. I also bought nothing to really look at. I got a couple of blanks, so if I ever want to get any vampy sketches done.
Nice. Always good to buy blanks.
I got let's see, what is this? Dark Reflections Vampy by Racha Lin.
I love Racha Lin.
I'm always going the wrong way with her set. This is Carla Cohen's 668 Vampy that I picked up the set for.
Yeah, what a fun household that must be to be in.
I know.
Carla and Perillo together, just sitting there painting vampy shit all day. That has to be.
That's awesome. All they do all day. They don't watch TV. They just vamp. They just paint vampy, and they're very productive. This is Derek Chu's Dead Flowers Vampy set.
I like the way Chu draws his Vampy. I love the way
we
he draws
have
his Barbarella.
Palat.
There you
Vampy
go.
#1.
I like the way Palat draws Vampy as well.
We got a Heat Seeker. I actually have a Lyrics.
There you go, good man. There you go.
Taking a little break from Vampy there. I also have a sign that's also signed by Lyrics, in case you missed it.
Nice.
Have a signed Nakayama Heat Seeker.
DNA.
Here we are back with Elias Chetzoudis again with 668 Vampy. This one is signed.
He does a great Vampy. I like his Vampy.
Yeah, I like it. His Vampy is growing on me a lot. I have to admit. It's growing on me. Another, which one is this? This is 670 Perillo, Vampirella.
Ultraviolet cover.
We have Ivan Tao Metal of.
I'm always very hit or miss with Tao stuff, but when he hits good.
This I've been after this one for a long time. It was like $100 on the 616 website, and then he brought it up on one of his live streams on Whatnot, and I started bidding on it and got it for $60. So it's one I've been eyeing for a while, even at $100, to be honest with you.
I'm very proud of myself. I stayed away from Unknown Comics fire sale that they're having.
Oh yeah, no, I'm staying away. I'm staying away from Unknown Comics until they give me a solid answer on the Gun Honey or Heat Seeker. I think it's Gun Honey Heat Seeker. The Carla Cohen that came out like a year ago that I loved, and I ordered 2 9/8s from them, and I've not ever. They're giving me a runaround. I don't know if I even got charged for them or not. If I did, I'm really pissed. But they keep telling me they're behind on their shipping. I'm like, you're a year behind practically on your shipping. That's like
when you get the Cosmic wants to know when you're getting the Vampirella tattoo.
Jeez.
He's gonna get
I did pick this up. Two of my
Jinkies.
This is Jinkies #1 signed by Ali Garza and Marissa Pope. It does come in the got to edit version as well. And lastly,
I had to edit a cover this week.
I don't know. This is another Jinkies #3. This is Brian Meriglio.
I like Meriglio.
Actually, this is a publisher copy. I got this in a mystery pull. Jinkies #3.
Them is some strong legs.
Yeah, they're in shape.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for me this week.
All righty. Okay. I got some stuff. Kids. Okay. So let's start off with a little Cherry. I know you guys love your cues. This is the Joe Picar cover for Cherry 24.
Put my face on that.
Nicely edited, by the way.
Yes. Thank you. I thought I did a pretty nice job. I was like, oh, I get to cut out a triangle today because that just seemed to fit the best. And I love Joe Picar. His stuff is great. Little Boom Reserve on Hello Darkness, little Frizzen.
There's your 150. Your Psylocke.
That covered.
A little Greg Bow, Blam and Glam exclusive.
I love Greg Bow.
Curator of Comics. And then actual. Let me make sure that was the one that was not boobies. I got my Blam and Glam. I love Richard Morgan.
Don't want to do a Jedi and throw some cooch up there.
And Bang Bez always does covers for Blam and Glam. I love Bang Bez. Doesn't do a lot of covers, but I fucking love his work. Stefan Stevich.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be
just rammed through that name because I can never pronounce it appropriately with all the Eastern European phonetics. But that one, and then the Richard Morgan covers, which I love.
There's a lot going on there, Cosmic. You're right.
Yes, there is. We got a little Zerdy.
Ah, yeah, that one's cool.
I can't go wrong with a Hawk Girl and Zatanna on a cover.
Was there a version of that too? I saw it.
I think there's a foil exclusive.
Like
it's C2E2, but
he had two
versions.
It's
minimal. It's minimal trade dress. You know, it's like, do you really need a virgin? It's minimal trade dress.
Yeah, but he called it something else, and I can't remember if it had a trade dress. I want to say he called it like gold something, like it had maybe a more gold background or something. I'm not sure.
Just a good fucking read. Mine is Lonesome Grave.
Yep.
Little Panosian. Everyone loves Eagly. Some of this is from my last Tifa order that came. Fuck Tifa. A little Rogue.
It's hard for me not to collect Rogue because I really like her covers.
I know, I do too.
It's very tempting.
We're taking everyone down with us. I got my various Frizen International Women's Day covers.
Nice.
It's just obligatory to get the set once you start getting one. Your Caldwell, your Harley Quinn Fartacular cover.
That's cool.
Cover. A little Antarctic Press, a little Kendra. Of course, my obligatory Luana Vecchio covers for doll parts. I think this is the Coffee cover, which was also awesome. A little person you'll see a little later, a little Ashley Wood.
Dream Beaver.
Little JG Jones. Bitterroot started again.
Did you say Dream Beaver?
Yeah, Dream Beaver.
Yeah. I love Canary covers.
Why did you say that? I'm sorry to distract from your show. Why did you say that?
What was the book cover that you had? Was it a Dream Beaver?
Was it Dream Beaver? I
Beaver book.
No.
What was the name of the book?
No, it was Dream Weaver.
Oh, Dream Weaver. I said Dream Beaver. Okay. Oh, okay, Dream Beaver.
And then you started singing the song Dreamweaver, and you said Beaver, and I'm like, I really think that's the name of the song, Dream Beaver.
Let's see. Got some Santos sisters finally came in. Both covers, and I got a Blaze had. This is my last set here. A Blaze had a set of Virgin Belit and Valaria covers, so. I was like, I'll get that. There's a little lyrics.
Was that a Conan homage or something on that last one?
No, well, I mean, it's Conan Universe. It's Belit and Valaria.
Okay, got it. Okay. Certainly had Conan vibes. Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, it was just a random Virgin 5-pack, Belit and Valaria, and I was like, yeah, I collect enough out of the Conan universe. So I was like, why not? Why not? So that's what I got for this week. I got a bunch of other shit too, but it's not as exciting. So.
What do you got, Dom? Anything?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
Oops, sorry.
There we go.
All right, first things first. I had these sitting for a while. I got a Star Killer hot toy.
Good one.
Prince Sizor hot toy. 30th anniversary next year of Shadows of the Empire. Should be huge. Hopefully we get some good stuff for Shadows of the Empire.
Love your Sizor.
I
hope so, because I would love to unload the comics that I picked up with that son of a bitch on it.
I would love to get rid of.
I wish they do something with him.
Well, if you have the copies of Shadows of the Empire, we'll talk.
Okay,
definitely. I got this today. So Super 7 dropped a new wave of figures. I got the Arctic Cobra Commander. I got friggin' cold slither. Friggin'
Nice.
and it turns color too.
Sliver.
It turned color in the sunlight. So I like that. Definitely got that. When I went to the con, I got friends of mine that they were at the con. They have a YouTube channel called Gasolcast. They also have a toy company called little toy company called Mischief Toys. I was able to pick up this Gas Street figure, 290 pieces.
Nice.
They autographed it for me, which I like. So I got to go in line to get a autograph because, and then plus I found a way of being handicapped. Now all of a sudden I got bad feet, and I was able to get.
Don't advertise that, Tom.
So I figured Ming Na, I got her autograph to complete this, so I got both autographs on here.
Yeah.
I thought you already had Ming Na signed.
I do. I actually have two. I have two of these, but this is the Super 7 50 piece.
Oh, so you got that after you saw her last?
Yeah, I have the other one up there. I have the regular one. This one came out when they had the Book of Boba Fett. They had a special Tamir Morrison autograph signing, and I picked this up, and I got this. So now I got it autographed by both.
She's going to think you're stalking her, Dom.
What happened?
She's going to think you're stalking her.
I don't know. My wife told that it was funny. We went online, and she was saying if she was to take me, he goes, I'm all hers. And she's like, really? Really? And then she goes, you probably give them back anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm like, damn.
Is she your hall pass?
Yeah, my whole pass. I'm telling you, each time I see her, younger and younger. Like, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. Excuse me. So I just got these today. So I got the silent issue chrome cover. They did the chrome cover, Snake Eyes, issue 21 of G.I. Joe. This was a special variant cover. I got that. Here, I got the only C2E2 book I got was this foil cover of a Megatron. Megatron. It's not Scotty Young. It's somebody.
Is that Scotty?
No, it's not.
Not Scotty Young?
No, it's not. It's another. I can't think of his name. Javier or something, I think. Yeah. I only got 2 of the 6 covers for Mark Spears, the Zartan and the Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, I'm glad you got it.
I got the one. The Virgin cover right here for the regular, and I got the little trade dress. I like that. The Dreadnoughts, the enemy with the Zartan color change. I got this back from CGC. 9.9 personalized monsters from Mark Spears to me.
Hair away from a 10.
Yeah, listen, 9.9. You don't really find sketch covers that are actually 9.9.
It's not a 10, Dom.
Nice.
No, I'm joking.
That's all right. I'll take it any which way. And last but not least, I guess I do a good job at work. I do a good job at work, and they recognize once in a while. Yeah. So I actually
when you're not scrolling Instagram,
I actually made Talent of the Month, Dominic Strigliano at work, and I got my plaque.
Oh,
Talent of the Month.
You work for one of those companies that's like,
yes.
Well, we don't call our people employees; we call them talent, so we can pay them less and they feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super proud of you, but how long have you worked there? Is this the first time you've ever won this?
No, I won it. This is the second time. I keep getting, but it's kind of funny.
You worked there a long time.
Yeah, look, doing security, my own department don't recognize me. It's the other departments that recognize me, which is kind of crazy. And it's the whole women department from Style. All the housekeepers, they're the ones that nominated me.
That's because you're beating up all those little kids that are running around.
I say you flirt with them.
Raising.
Yeah, so that was a cool thing. I didn't expect this. It was something that I was happy about.
Congrats.
Thank you. But yeah, that's it.
All right. Let's put you back here and let us get into a little now and later. I had a hell of a time looking. The whole TFAW thing has thrown me off. My whole process, I'm a man of routine. When my routine gets thrown off, I'm just a complete and utter clusterfuck. With TFAW shutting down their online stuff, I've been scrambling all over the place to find other places to get books I had on pre-order that are coming out all the way out until July, why TFAW would let me continually put in pre-orders up until April 1st, only on April 2nd to say they're closing down. So it's really thrown off my my looking at future books and trying to play catch up, but slowly getting there. So for the stuff that came out this week, stuff that I liked, I hadn't heard of this artist before. That's on that Knights of Comics C2E2 Vampirella exclusive, but I liked the cover. There were a lot of Vampy covers, and I liked the cover. I know a lot of people like the Turner cover, but you know what? Turner's dead. He's been dead for a long time. Yeah. I love Michael Turner. I love collecting his stuff. When they start pulling out that kind of stuff, I'm just like, come on, man. So I like to see somebody new that I hadn't seen before. A little different yet similar take on Vampirella, but everyone draws Vampy different. As a connoisseur there, Jedi, I'm sure you can attest to that. Everybody draws Vampy different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I like that one. That's good. That's a good Vampy. Definitely a good Vampy.
Yeah, there are a couple.
Sinyukana. I can't pronounce that last name.
I don't know. I liked it. They did, for me, Vampirella is a lot of it's in the face. With Vampirella, you got to give me a little bit of sultry, and that makes me happy.
I like the oily look.
Yeah, I like them a little damp.
Oily look to her.
I like them a little damp. Nice. A little sheen on the body is always nice.
Suntan look.
So yeah, I mean, there were a couple, like, I think color variants. I think there was a black and gold of this, whatever. No, Vampirella, I want you flesh colored or black and white, and I want a goddamn red suit on you.
You got to be in the red suit. I've had the opportunity to buy. I don't know if it was year one. I don't know when they put Vampirella in the white suit, but I do not like it, and I will, for the most part, I will not buy any coverage with Vampirella in the white suit, the white uniform.
And next on the list, I know it's a weird one for me to put on my list, but I love Jay Stevens stuff. I love his dwelling stuff. And for him to do it's a Stadium's comic. It's an exclusive, but Adventure Time books are great. There is a very rabid fan base for Adventure Time books out there. And Adventure Time, anytime I'm digging through boxes and I find like those 1 in 10s and stuff like that, I pick up those ratios all the time. So as a Jay Stevens collector, I want this book, but also kind of
Adventure Time really bugs the shit out of me sometimes. Like it's a weird concept, but the whole fact is I'm looking at it and I looked at it.
You got a little BMO peeking out there in the back.
No, I know, but when I looked quick, I thought he was smoking something.
Yeah,
he had to, like he was like smoking a fat one.
Yeah, but no, I like I said, I really like Jay Stevens, and I dig more obscure Adventure Time covers. So this one was on my list, and of course, I'm smitten by Sveta Shabina. I just, as a pinup collector through the ages, she does it right, and she hits me in all the right places. The Pinapocalypse one, the second printing 1 in 25, is a very, very nice cover. Good luck finding it recently. But it is a good one. She, on this series, the 1 in 25 that she did on number 1 originally was fantastic. This one is fantastic. As I said, I am a man of consistency, but her stuff is just fantastic. It's great. All the 125 she's doing for that are great. She's popped out a few exclusives. She's not getting oversaturation in the market by doing 3,000 covers of stuff. So, when her stuff comes out, it is sought after pretty quick and goes pretty quick. So it's not easy to get in your hands. For in the future, I do love the cover of Pinapocalypse 4. Yeah, the guy
Pinapocalypse, however you say it, is becoming kind of a staple in Joe's
It is. And see, James knows he doesn't even regret going through Lunar and ordering 25 covers to qualify for it. But this is just the Pinup Apocalypse 4. This is just the A cover. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. The guy that does Pinup Apocalypse, it does have a Kickstarter that's going to be starting soon as well. So hint, hint, because his last one, those were great books, and it was a hidden little gem. So keep an eye out on Kickstarter. Also, I can't sing the guy's praises enough, but Sebastian Fuimura, as much as I hate that fucking ugly ass Harley cover that he did, the guy just fucking kills it, man. He fucking
was he the one that did the one that we
he
hate?
Did the ugly Harley that Bruce loves. I fucking hate. But I give it to this guy. This guy bangs out amazing cover after amazing cover that are all very different. You're never getting the same derivative bullshit over and over again.
Creepy cover though. This is a creepy cover, Joe.
It is creepy, but I'm a Zatanna homer, so it's perfect for me. I really dig it. Like I said, the guy always gives us something different, which is fantastic in the comic world to be able to get it. There we go. See, the nude version of Pin Apocalypse cover was the Kickstarter trade paperback cover. And last on my list for the future, Lilith number 5, the Britta Brewster 1 in 5. There's also a 1 in 20, which is virgin cover of this as well. The 1 in 5 is still findable. The 1 in 20 a little bit harder to find at a reasonable price, but you still can find the 1 in 5 out there somewhat reasonably. But it's a great cover. It's a fantastic book. I love the fucking book. It's a fun read, and it's a gorgeous cover. So. And again, if I have a problem with consistency. So let's go to some Kickstarters where we can talk about Kaiju Cuties and my love of Sour Acid. So for my tops and tails this week, Kaiju Cuties 2, Sour Acid never lets me down with a good cover. And this one, I got, it's called Tops and Tails, not Tops.
Listen,
not tails.
Joe,
it's Tops and Tails. You got both. There you go.
Joe is that dude that goes deep into the interwebs to find that most obscure shit that nobody even can find, like the dark web.
I think at this point, Joe's algorithm, I don't think he has to go looking for it.
No,
I think it comes to him.
No, I don't know, man. But damn, who the hell Kaiju Cuties? I've never heard of that before.
Action going on here. Wow.
I like Sour Acid covers. Does a lot of Kickstarters. I see him pop up in there. He has some fun covers. I mean, this is the nice cover. So there's a couple other variants of this cover. That's all I have to say about that. It goes on a scale from this to something else.
Oh, my imagination has already pieced it together. I know what the other covers look like. I pieced it together in my mind.
I just every now and then he hits one. I know I ordered the Lilith crossover as well. They changed it from incentive to open order. That's even, I guess that's nicer. I
was looking at it. So
I gotta check mine.
So Terry, you talking about the I don't know if Terry, this is a little older. You're talking about the Wonder Woman booty cover by Mateg? They did a foil for, I guess we just have to get used to that they're gonna just keep regurgitating and putting these. That is a good cover though. I'm glad I have the signed copies of that by Mateg.
It takes me forever looking through like con exclusives and be like, was this a cover before? Because it looks familiar.
Yeah, well, if it's one of your favorites, then you recognize it right away, and that's one of my favorite Mateg covers, the Wonder Woman booty cover. But yeah, I guess they're gonna people are gonna buy them. They're gonna make them. So.
Sour Acid is definitely an acquired taste. Just like Imperial Smut is also.
I've never heard of Sour Acid before, but
Sour Acid does a good number of Kickstarters. Like Imperial Smut does a lot of great foot covers, but again, acquired taste, to each his own. So that's what we got on Tops and Tails this week.
Very nice, very nice.
We're not doing this week because Bruce isn't
Yay!
here.
Because I didn't read anything.
Yeah, I didn't get to it this week either. But
You got the Spider-Man?
And Mr. Freeze, he has big thighs.
I haven't read anything this week. Joe has promised me that I can do the Vampy #2 when it comes out.
Hell
okay,
yeah. Let me give you your runner here.
Yeah.
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia Comic. Oh, cool. Sale of the week.
I just like that it makes people angry.
It makes Dom
angry.
I don't understand it either, Dom. Dom brought it up. I don't understand why he can prounce it perfectly at the end, but when he sings it, it's like
Salia.
It's your robot overlords that sang it. So
hey, be nice to my robot overlord. All right, so this week, just out of nowhere, I don't even know why, I decided to. We would talk about some uncut sheets. I used to have some uncut sports sheets, but I've never had any uncut Marvel sheets. So a Marvel Comic Heroes 1966 Donruss, 66 uncut cards.
I won't make any circumcision jokes during this segment.
No circumcision. $1,200 on a fixed price accepted back in mid-January. The thing about these things, and again, I had a couple of I didn't have any that large 66 cards. I had a couple of football uncut sheets. Those things are hard to take care of. So
yeah,
find those things in good shape, especially obviously around the corners. It's good. This one, I believe, I think it's this one I think it's this one had some tape around on the edges.
You would think to store it, you would think you just put like in a poster or
I would think. Almost. I would think if you're gonna have one of these, I would think framing it is probably I don't even know if they make plexi or those top loaders big enough for something like this, but yeah, you pretty much have to frame it. Which for $1,200, yeah, you should probably frame it.
Yes, seems like it's wise.
I had a couple
at
one time.
Go ahead, Don.
I had a couple of uncut sheets at one time. I had sports cards too, like you had. And I think I had
a sheet of Griffey Juniors.
Yeah, Griffey Jr. Exactly. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Funny you say that. When my father was alive, we bought cards with Griffey Jr. We used to buy packs. Just buy them when the Upper Deck first came out. Then you could erase off the name and then we'll make it every cards. But anyway, every time we opened packs, my dad kept pulling out Griffies after Griffies after Griffies, and it's like, damn, we had fucking books of all Griffey cards and freaking Frank Thomas cards because all.
Hope you got rid of them when you could.
I use my.
Yeah, we did. I had to buy cowboy boots and a leather jacket. That's why I got rid of my cards.
Yeah. So yeah. Also, I think I bought some 90. I didn't have the uncut sheet. I think I had some 93 Marvel Masterpieces from 1992 Skybox. 100 uncut cards sold for $550 on a fixed price accepted back in earlier this month. Those are pretty cool.
Have a lot of these. I have a lot of these floating around.
Those are good cards. Those are nice cards. A lot of them aren't worth a whole lot anymore. But one year, I forget what year it is. Is it 92 or 93 or maybe 94? That's actually probably the more valuable of the sets.
I think 92. It was mostly Joe Jusko art on these, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
What about the cards? Like the cards that were all the Marvel cards were up in value in the pandemic. People were getting like big money for them and shit. People were grading them. The Stan Lee card was getting a lot of money from the Marvel.
Oh, yeah. It's all about timing in this hobby, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I like everything.
And then Marvel cards by 1990 Impale, which I've never heard of. Impale, however you say it. I've never heard of that card company, so I don't know if it's American or maybe some other country. 90 uncut cards, $265 off 11 bids in mid-March.
Damn.
I had a handful of those floating around too.
I've never heard of those.
Yeah, they were.
I still have
the masterpieces stole the thunder
of cards because the masterpieces were so sharp from Skybox. It was just such a nice card, whereas the Impel ones were
the masterpieces they're bright and vibrant. And I think some of they had like the gold signature.
Yeah, they had some embossing embossing in them, and
I want to say some of them were actually signed by the artist. Maybe I can't remember. Maybe that was a later year, but So uncut sheets, they are a thing. They're nice.
I think you got one for $265 isn't bad. For a 90 card sheet, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Especially if you want something to hang on your wall, maybe hang on your man cave or something like that. It'd be a good display piece.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that most of them are repeats. It's just the same 2 lines of cards on that one, which is probably why it went for less.
Hey, you see Joe? You see the Kickstarter's coming out? The Transformers.
The companion.
Yeah. I actually want that.
It's like 1,000% funded, I think. So
yeah, it is funded already, but it's still making money. People still do it. Like the tiers on that thing are crazy, man. With the prices.
Well, I mean, they're dumb for not doing it because that G.I. Joe, anything they put up for G.I. Joe on Kickstarter, like funds like crazy.
Yeah.
So Transformers will do the same because in a sea of questionable books and titty books and this and that on Kickstarter, there's a few little gems here and there of some interesting stuff to read, a bunch of titty books, and you get a big property drop something. It's like, ooh, everyone runs to it. So yeah, I like it. We I don't know how I feel about this tonight, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm sure. I forgot about this. I thought you were going into your segment.
Well,
I didn't know we were doing this.
Six texts in the chat saying that he might pop in by 10:30. Possible, maybe. Who knows?
I just Styx has let us down a couple times with this trivia. It's I guess.
Is this the first time we've done it since the infamous?
Yes.
Okay. Good God.
It's a feature, not a bug, I guess, of Styx trivia. I do not stand by any of the questions or answers in this segment.
Do not use this segment as a source of.
Yes. If you see the red curtain background, don't take it too seriously because
listen.
I don't vet Styx's trivia. Styx gives it to me. I put together enough shit of myself on my own. I don't vet his stuff. So
Styx is on the road.
Yeah.
So
if these are wrong, please hop over to StyxBoy73 on his YouTube channel, and you can put all your comments in his Doctor Who video.
He's never let us down. It all sucks. You know what? As mean as that sounds, that's probably solid advice from Terry. Do not use this as a source for spending money on anything.
But he was nice enough to put together a nice little trivia segment for the 3 artists that we are going to be talking about tonight: Paul Pope, Robert McGinnis, and Ashley Wood. Robert McGinnis, rest in peace, 99 years old. What a fucking champ, man. I love.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Joe. I got to interrupt you.
No, because Styx isn't doing. You know what? Fuck it.
He made it, though. He made it. Anyway. God knows what we're going to find.
We're going to give it just because it's almost the disclaimer itself.
You are not having a massive stroke. It's just trivia with Styx. You did not suffer a debilitating head wound. It's just trivia with Styx.
It's not CTE or PTSD.
It's just trivia with Styx.
There we go. That kind of serves as our disclaimer.
100%.
If you take it seriously after that, then you probably need some counseling. Unfortunately, we lost Robert McGinnis earlier in March. 99 years of age. Man lived a solid fucking life. I love going back and doing spotlights, even mini spotlights on these guys because they were fucking champs. They were fucking horses. Like you get people now, it's like, I do comic books. I draw. These guys just did fucking everything and just had extremely interesting lives and just banged out some crazy shit and had crazy lives. So we'll be seeing some of his stuff later. So let's get through this. Let's trudge through this. So somebody can look out for any of Styx's spelling errors because I did not spell check any of this shit either. So which title did Paul Pope win multiple Eisner Awards for? Teenage Sidekick, Batman 100, Battling Boy, or Strange Adventures? Exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. Okay. Which title did Paul Pope win? I have no idea.
I don't know. D.
I'm gonna go A. I have no clue.
D. I don't know.
Poor Ed is 3 sheets to the wind right now.
Good Lord, Ed. I'm going to go A, and not because BK said it. I don't know if we've established I don't know if we've reestablished our relationship of trust yet with BK. So, but I am going to go with A.
All right, so we got some answers in here. The actual answer for this is Batman Year 100. He won. Oh, look who's here! Oh my God, just in time.
Or is he?
He'll be on the road, so I still have to trudge through this segment.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Sorry,
we're right in the meat of your trivia right now.
Oh,
Getting
good.
through the first question.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It sucked.
All right. Question number 2, of which I take no ownership of. Which is Paul Pope's forced published work?
Forced.
I'm wondering. I'm wondering. Is this a Styx trick question? Does forced mean something, or does he mean
he
first?
was forced to do it? Someone put a gun to his head and forced him to do it.
But luckily, we have Styx here to clarify whether that is a trick or a typo.
It is a typo.
There we
Should be first.
So, is it Book of Hoaxes, Manga Super Trouble, The Corruptor, or Sin Tutulio?
You know what? Give me a C and do The Corruptor.
You know what? I'll say C as well because
we're every time, every week, we're always Styxed.
Sometimes I do it to myself.
All right. So Paul Pope's first published work, according to Styx, is Sin Tutulio. He did a lot of work in the UK.
Oh, damn, the word you have tit in there. That has the wind edge.
Yeah.
Tutulio.
Robert McGinnis became an apprentice at which studio? Walt Disney, Schlesinger Productions, Hanna-Barbera, or MGM Animation?
I would see.
First of all, I don't have a clue, but I almost want to say it's B because I don't know where I don't know if Styx could have made up. Where if he were making up answers, where would he get? Why Schlesinger? What is that? Is that your proctologist? What is
Schlesinger Productions? They did like the Superman cartoons and things like that. Felix the Cat, or not Felix the Cat, but Fritz the Cat. Maybe it was Felix. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with B. Schlesinger.
Fritz is the one that likes to grab boobs.
This is a tough one because I mean McGinnis did have an extensively long career. So
he did.
Anywhere there. So the answer to this one is A.
Oh, he worked
Walt
at
Disney. He was an apprentice for Walt Disney when he was
0 for 3. Okay, right on par.
Yeah.
BK's getting blanked. Question number 4. McGinnis' attention to detail was such that when he was assigned to do the artwork for Arabesque, he requested Sophia Loren to pose for him. True or false?
True.
True.
Jedi just like whatever.
Yeah, true.
True. Yeah, sure. I'll go with the consensus.
All righty. Got Tyson in here with the true. And the answer to this is false.
0 for 4.
He requested Sophia Loren's tiger stripe dress to be sent to him for a model to wear so he could get the right.
Why? What's it like to live inside Styx's head? To just what the? Did you make that up?
I never make anything up. There's never a thing that I make up on these slides.
This is what it's like. This is
there
what
you
it's
go.
like, right there. That's what it's like.
Yeah, like an episode of Scanners.
And last but not least, which is not an Ashley Woods cover, that Transformer Generations, Tank Girl Gifting, that G.I. Joe comic book pack #1, or that Star Wars Tales 15.
I don't know, B, Tank Girl.
So remember, the question is asking which one is not his cover. That's for you, Jedi. I want to clarify for you.
Well, the artwork in Star Wars
makes it so much easier.
I know.
Transformers, Tank Girl, and G.I. Joe with the same type of art. Marvel Star Wars Tales looks a little different. I don't know, I'm still going with Tank Girl.
I was going to say, Tank Girl, those legs. What the hell?
I love those covers.
You love those covers?
I own those covers.
I think you showed us those covers when you did the Tank Girl segment.
Yep.
So there you go.
Okay, I'll take Star Wars. I'll say D. I have no clue. Let's get this over with.
D is for drunker.
And the answer for this is correct. D. He actually did do a cover for Star Wars Tales on 16.
See? And I looked at it and I said, it looks different compared. And I just still took Tank Girl, even though it looks the same. Okay.
His art changes. He's an interesting artist. He's done.
Heinzen got it wrong after we showed the answer.
Oh, there's always a delay.
Know.
Well, I'll give him the delay grace on that one. So thank you, Styx, for putting that together. So we knew a little bit more about the artists that we are going to not have any news tonight. We're going to our spotlight. So for the spotlight tonight, we are going to look at Robert McGinnis, Paul Pope, and Ashley Wood. 3 very different artists, interesting careers. Again, we recently lost Robert McGinnis, but McGinnis, amazing. Over 1,200 pulp covers of artwork. That in and of itself is quite impressive. That he did 1,200 covers and over 40 movie posters, including the famous Breakfast at Tiffany's cover.
So that means he did the Star Wars covers. This guy did the Star Wars covers, right? The Star Wars posters?
No, that's Hildebrand.
No, he did like the episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. I believe he did those posters. Because I see the thing that he was very ill. And
Hildebrand also recently died. As well. But McGinnis did not do the Star Wars.
No? Okay.
But he did do a shit ton of James Bond movie posters. So his posters are fucking great. If you can find any of his posters out there in decent shape, the originals, fantastic pieces of art to be able to own. The Thunderball covers so goddamn good. Did it great. Fucking Elvis Presley, Live a Little, Love a Little cover. Got a little nice Raquel Welch there. Dean Martin in fucking Wrecking Crew.
Sure.
That's a great fucking. I would kill for that fucking goddamn poster. Did Honkers with James Coburn. I just love that fucking poster.
That title.
You can't go wrong with the Honkers. Again, did a shit ton of James Bond covers, and they're all fantastic covers. And one of my Gators is such a great fucking movie. I love Burt Reynolds and Gator. But yeah, so he did Gator as well. He said he had a good number of movie posters. about 40 in all. So there is a lot of art out there in movie poster form if you like to put some stuff on your wall. He didn't have a ton of comic work. Most of his comic work was through Hardcase Crime, and he did pulp covers for them as well. So most of his work comes through pulp novels. And again, did 1,200 fucking covers.
It's crazy.
It's just that number is just astonishing to me, because this isn't like I'm sitting here doing some digital work and then I'm just recoloring it for the. It's 1,200 covers. He painted this shit. It's work. That's work type work. So to me, it's thoroughly impressive. But through Dell and some of these other smaller imprints, go to used bookstores. Look through some of the pulp stuff. I guarantee you can find some great Robert McGinnis art. All through the Carter Brown series, the Quarry series. He did a ton of covers on, but they're all fantastic. All fantastic, amazing pulp covers. I'm personally, as much as I love collecting old pulps, collecting old pulp novels is such a cheap, wonderful hobby, because you can go to used bookstores and find these books dirt fucking cheap, and there's some of the most amazing art, and truthfully, some of the stories are pretty goddamn good in there as well. Yeah, like I said, if you go to Hardcase Crime, there's probably 20 books that he did covers for when they reprinted a lot of this stuff out through Hardcase Crime, with just fantastic covers. He's an amazingly talented artist. And then again, from the comic side, my love of Hardcase Crime, my love of Minky Woodcock.
Fucking alien in the middle, man. What the fuck is that?
He drew him tall and skinny. Tyndall had to get a reference somewhere for those long, leggy women.
Yeah. He got it right where it counted, I guess. But that neck is like,
yeah. But yeah, he had a handful of Minky Woodcock covers. He had a cover on the Mickey Splains Mike Hammer, and had a few Gun Honey covers as well. So from the comic book side, there's not a lot of stuff out there. Those are things that you can find out there. The Gun Honey stuff is very, very findable. So if you want to pick up some of his work in the comic form, get your Hardcase Crime.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah. That did kind of look a little like a
little manly for you, a little too handsome for you,
just a little bit more than what I'm used to. Yeah,
a little too Eleanor Roosevelt for you. All right, so McGinnis, rest in peace. Again, old artists out there, don't forget them. They did great shit out there. Go out and pay respects to those people that paved the way. Next person on my list, Paul Pope. Paul Pope's just kind of one of those people out there. Done a shit ton of work. People just seem to forget about him sometimes. But he's an artist I really dig. He just has some interesting fucking covers out there, some interesting art. And like I said, Negative is one of the earlier covers that he had out there through Caliber. His Batman is just fun and weird. In Batman 100 Years, the covers are weird and crazy. I love the weirdness of his Batman.
He didn't happen to do the covers for. I should have finished this thought before I opened my mouth. What's the comic that you collect about the 90s, Kill Reagan? What's the name of it? The School of Assassins. God damn, I can't think of the name of the show.
Deadly Class?
Deadly Class. Yeah, did he do covers for Deadly Class? Because
I don't think he did any Deadly Class covers. At least I didn't see them when I was going through.
It certainly looks like he could have, because it's kind of like the same style as some of those covers.
People that have been, how long is Ed has a question here? Gun Honey, what is it, 4 years now, I believe. because you have Gun Honey, and then you have Heat Seeker, which is also a Gun Honey series as well. So Gun Honey follows one character, Heat Seeker follows the other, and I believe they cross paths in the next upcoming series. The Oni double feature is always good as well with his work. Heavy Liquid through Vertigo Press has some really cool Paul Pope art in it. He did Escapo. He did a small run of Catwoman covers. He just has a unique art style. It's just different. But his Catwoman covers are fantastic. Paul Pope 100, cool Vertigo series, has a lot of his just really cool, more out there work. He did a cover on Ecstatic. Spider-Man's Tangled Web does not get enough love as a series. That series had some cool fucking artists. There's Darwin Cook covers in there. There's Paul Pope covers in there. That series doesn't get the love it deserves. When DC did the little solo series for the different artists, there was a Paul Pope solo as well. He did Batman Year 100, which he won the Eisner for, but he gets all his art on there as well. Yeah. Did a nice little run on the Escapists for Dark Horse. Just had some fun little off cover. He has his little runs on books, but then you just get kind of some fun little books that pop up. I would like Cory Doctorow's Futuristic Tales. Who doesn't love Crap Hound? Who doesn't want Crap Hound? I want Crap Hound. I think it's a fun cover. The Pop Gun cover is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite Pope covers. I did a cover of Jersey Gods, another series that, again, also has a Darwin Cook cover in it. The Strange Tales does pretty well. The Marvel Knights imprint, when they re-released Strange Tales, it's a fun cover there. Did a Jurassic Park cover. Everyone loves dinosaurs.
The Metrodon.
Did a cover for American Vampire, which is a decent series. Nice team up of talent there. On Philip K. Dick's Electric Ant, he did a big cover run for that. That Strange Adventures, it's just a great fucking cover for Vertigo. One of my favorite Dr. Manhattan covers on that Before Watchmen as well. Those series, you could find a lot of those books in fucking dollar boxes outside of some of the Hughes stuff here and there and the Bruce Timm stuff for the Before Watchmen series. Yeah. Do you collect those? No, I don't.
Westerns.
Oh, erotic Westerns. It is a genre. It definitely is a genre.
Joe draws the line.
No, I mean, I do. I mean,
those creepy accents. They just can't have.
I don't get those, but I do. I do like my cowgirl romances. I do. I do collect a little bit.
Assless chaps and no shoes.
Did a weird ass cover on Saga.
Well, that's actually a character in Saga. So I mean, it might appear weird if you've never. Yeah, I mean it's a weird character.
Yeah.
Strangely sexy.
Did a nice
half spider, half.
Yeah, did a nice cover on Bodies, which was an interesting little series that seemed to just go unnoticed on Netflix when they actually did it as a series. It's live action.
Oh, really? Huh.
Mm-hmm. The Howard the Duck ratio, the 1-50 on Howard the Duck #1, goes for a good bit of money. Did one of the Star Wars Green Lantern crossovers. The Batman Year 100 and Other Tales, the deluxe edition. I'm sorry, Batman on a motorcycle just looks like a badass when it's not like some weird Batmobile thing, and it's just like, oh, he's just riding a badass chopper. That's pretty cool looking. He also did, which I don't have in here, but he did a crossover, I believe, the Predator Archie crossover, where Predator's riding a motorcycle as well. Also fantastic cover. The Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur cover as well also goes for a good bit of money. I just really love the French version of the Batman Year 100 cover as well. He did. I was disappointed he doesn't and didn't do more Tank Girl, because his art is very, very, very well suited for Tank Girl.
Yeah, I see that.
I did a nice cover for Mask. Everyone loves Mask.
I like that cover. That book is hard to find. That one is hard to find.
Oh yeah, his books are fun to kind of hunt for because they're kind of all over. They run the gambit of little indie books, magazines. You know, you can go from Mask to, you know, some weird, more obscure titles. Did some cover of Maria Lovett's Faithless. 2 covers for that, I believe. Fun Doom Control. It's one of the best Ghost Spider covers, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Wonder Woman 790. It just has a very Frazetta feel to me. And the Wonder Woman 791 as well. Also another great cover. And he recently did a variant on Red Light as well, which was a fun little series that came out about a year and a half ago. They had great vintage porn variant covers on the Red Light series.
Oh, I remember that series. I remember showing us that.
Yeah, they're good. There are a lot of Frank Cho covers on there. DeCall did all the A covers for that series, I believe. Yeah, it was fun. All right, and next up we got Ashley Wood. Now, Ashley Wood stuff can go for quite a good bit of money. But man, when we get to the end of this, we're going to show some of the action figures and statues that he has. Talk about fucking expensive. Man, that stuff goes for a lot. You toy collectors, you got some big fucking pockets, man, because that stuff is pricey. So Ashley Wood started over in the UK, got a lot of like Judge Dredd type stuff, came over, started doing some Marvel stuff, did some of the 2099 work. Picked up on a run on Shadow Man and did a bunch of covers for Shadow Man. All of it has a very kind of Vertigo 90s feel to it. But he also did a decent long run of Sam and Twitch as well. So there's a lot of good Sam and Twitch covers in there. Did a handful of different Spawn stuff between the Undead, the Dark Ages, and Hellspawn. That 2000 AD is still one of my favorite covers. I just love that cover. Did an interesting X-Men cover. That's a wraparound. His Popbot stuff was pretty cool as well. There's a nice little wraparound there. A little cover on Vanishers. Now the big boys. 30 Days a Night. Good luck. That's an expensive fucking book. 30 Days a Night. I mean, they all can kind of command a decent amount of money, but 30 Days a Night, number one, in good shape, is quite a pricey book. But it's just a great series and fantastic covers that will stretch the pocketbook enough. Through Wildstorm, he did the Automatic Kafka series and did all the covers through that. He did a run of CSI, which was fun. So for all you CSI fans out there, and these are books that can slip into dollar boxes very easily if you want to find some Ashley Wood stuff. There's your Star Wars tale. The Silent Hill is also a fantastic cover as well. He did a handful of covers on Superman Metropolis. I had to throw in a creeper one there for Marco, a little creeper cover. His own series, Lore, which they just re-released as a remastered series, has a ton of his work on it, which is fantastic. His artwork is great all throughout. Also, gonna stretch your pocketbook a bit.
I like the series.
The Metal Gear Solid series, great covers, but man, these are pricey books. They're pricey books to get your hands on. And they're all cool as shit covers.
Freaking IDW has a lot of hidden gems.
Oh yeah.
Styx is just driving through one tunnel after another.
Yeah. Or it's just Styx's connection. His flip phone doesn't have the bandwidth to be able to hop on. He did the Dampier series, so there's a handful of Dampier covers. He did a handful of the covers on Transformers Generations, which if you're a Transformers fan, there's some pretty goddamn cool covers that are very different than what you're normally used to from
I think I have some of my boxes over in my storage unit. I think I have those.
They're fun covers.
And I have zombies with robots.
I keep hearing the beep of Styx.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we have an idea.
Yeah, we do. I have zombies with robots. I have that series.
Yeah, he did the Zombies vs. Robots series. All those covers are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they are.
He did Cross Bronze. He did Durarain Adventure. So he did all the covers in those, which is fun. This Terrell stuff is absolutely fantastic. The incentives and exclusives on these are ridiculously fucking expensive to get your hands on. But it is definitely a fun series. I love the way he does Tank Girl. Also did Tank Girl Visions of Booga. So you got a few more really nice wraparound covers from him in that series. He did a beautiful G.I. Joe homage to the silent issue.
Yep. I don't have that. I have the Infestation, though.
Yeah, and that's a cool Spawn cover. That's just a fucking cool cover. Not a Spawn collector, but that's a cool cover on Spawn 200. Did a couple little one pops here and there on Tank Girl Gold and Tank Girl All Stars. Did an interesting Walking Dead cover as well. He has his own imprint with TP Louise 7174. So they put some stuff out. The 7174 AD is a fun book. There's a lot of really cool art there. And then there's the I guess it's the re-release of the Zombies versus Robots as well, which has some very nice covers. More recently, you've been getting the giant size specials, the Lamort, the Dreamweaver that I had earlier, and then he's been getting 1 in 25 work on some DC titles. So that Poison Ivy Swamp Thing crossover had an Ashley Wood incentive. A couple of the Batman books have recently as well. So if you want to get your hands on some of his work and you want some of the more mainstream stuff, it is there for you. But where the rubber meets the road is his fucking action figures and statues. Jesus fucking Christ, do these things go for a lot of money. The most expensive that I saw out there for sale was about $15,000.
Jesus
Christ. Most start at least at a few $100s. A good number of them are at least like $1,500. But he has a handful of different series. He has his own imprint through which he designs the figures through. But man, they are gorgeous fucking figures. This Majestic Perch is the one that I saw for $15,000. It is a beautiful statue. But his
big is it?
Fit. It's Underverse, which I think is I think he works through that imprint. So yeah, these two, the Pocket Universe.
Is it like 9 inches tall, 12 inches?
Oh, most of them are either 1/6 scale or 1/12 scale, I believe. So they're sizable. They're not tiny. 1/6 scale is
1/6 scale is Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Size.
Yeah, they're pretty sizable. But man, when you actually look in these, number one, the boxes they come in are fucking gorgeous. And the figures themselves are so detailed. The soft goods and stuff like that. I'm not a big figure person, but the care and detail that they take in these figures is pretty goddamn impressive. They're great. I couldn't show the one that had a little cat of nine tails whip in it because it had a little moose knuckle showing. It was a little too suggestive, so I had to.
It's not that we have some goddamn freaking little kids looking at this, man. You show it.
It's not bronze. While it looks metal on the outside, I looked at the components. It's not metal. But man, is it fucking pricey? I only found one on eBay. It was like $14,900. but eBay, it's one. What are you gonna do? But yeah, he has some great stuff. If you look up his action figure stuff, if you like robots and action figures and stuff like that, the robots and stuff he has are insanely detailed and beautiful. So if you're a figure collector, take a look at some of his stuff. He has some great stuff. So that's what we got this week. Just running through 3 artists to keep an eye out for. Look out for their stuff. You see it in boxes, stuff like that. You go, oh shit, that's some Ashley Wood.
Pick it up.
I'm gonna pick up that book.
Yeah. Pick it up.
Yeah, that's all. That's what we got for this week. We got no news this week. So
Joe,
Jedi
segment called "Pick It Up."
So I am gonna turn it over to Jedi.
Well, Joe, if you wouldn't mind setting the mood.
Yeah, let me pull that up. Once I find, I gotta clean up our fucking stuff, man, because I keep getting lost with all the shit that we have in here. But we are going to get a game from Jedi, and it is going to be
Biscuit. I'm gonna butter that biscuit. I'm gonna butter. Biscuit.
Beaver.
Yep, it's that time again. A fan favorite of the matching game, Prison Pen Pal edition. As usual, Brucifer has I don't know how he finds out when we're going to do these, but he's never here. It doesn't seem like when we do these. So
always suspiciously absent for these segments.
So if you're new to the show or new to this game, this is where we try to match the pictures of some ladies looking for their soulmate. The only problem is they're currently incarcerated. So they're looking for love. They're looking for, what else are they looking for, Joe?
Beaver. They're looking for love. They're looking for money. And they're looking for money.
Looking for some commissary card.
You got to put some money on them books.
That's it.
So, without further ado, let's meet this week's or this segment's contestants. Or not contestants, they're not going to win anything. Hopefully they find love. So we have 4 letters and 5 young women that we're going to, or the panel is going to see if they can match.
I'm always angry, Jedi, that their pictures are not pictures of them while they're incarcerated.
Of them in the pinstripes.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like after they've done a little time. That's hardened them up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're in minimum security. I have no idea. Getting right to it, the first letter reads, I am looking for Mr. Right, not Mr. Right Now. I want to be your fantasy. Every time I read that, I want to start singing the Prince song. Maybe you can be mine. I want to be your fantasy. I am young and smoking hot. What are you waiting for?
Okay, listen. The first 2 girls are smoking hot. See, when a girl says I'm smoking hot, it's going to be one of these friggin' derelicts at the end. The CD. I can see C saying that. I'm smoking hot.
Maybe the one on the far right that doesn't understand lighting.
I know, exactly. But I think I can see C. See, look at C. She looks like a goddamn...
Tyson says this is B all the way. BK tends to agree. So they believe it's B.
Yeah, she's smoking hot. I would say B. But I got a suspicious feeling that that's pointed out one of the C or D.
I'm going to go with D just like for the duck face.
The one that looks like Piglet and freaking goddamn Chicken Jockey. I don't know.
I guess if we take Dom's his eloquent way of saying, probably one of the girls that looks like they came off the subway. I'll go with E.
These aren't subway riders; they're bus riders.
Nick says E. Mama Bear says D.
You know what?
Joe, have you guys locked in your answer yet?
I'm going to go with D.
I'm going to go with C. I'm going to go with C because I don't look
like duck face. That's doing it to me.
Look, let me say. At the end of the day, okay, aside before you do the Jedi, I know A and B are the best looking ones there. but it's just one
It
of those
says
things.
D for being drunk. She is so hot. Go ahead, Dom. Sorry.
I'm just saying that right now, I think it's C saying that because somebody like that would say I'm smoking hot, and she's not.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, the young lady who's trying to find love by saying that she's smoking hot is E.
Oh, I almost went for bad lighting.
There you go. Subway is the way.
She looks like a weird shaped body.
World.
She looks like a weird shape. Her body looks weird shaped, like it goes in, like the way it doesn't connect to our body. I don't know. It's some weird shit.
She's trying to make sure you get. She's contorting to make sure you see her face, her boobies, and she doesn't want you to miss her booty either. So she's kind of contorting.
Booty, she has nothing there, man. She looks like white trash in a hot.
She's doing the best she can, Dom, to make it appealing.
I like to try to see though whether they're whether they're holding a vape or a cigarette, because the vape is just like get out.
She looks like you could
But
be
if they're
holding
holding a
something.
cigarette,
I'm not sure.
I'm fine with that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, next. I'm very outgoing, kind, funny, and looking to build something with someone. I will only be here a short time. Don't keep me waiting.
But why? What did you do for a short time? That's the whole freaking thing, you know.
This feels like A to me.
We don't know what alleged crimes are.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna have to. This has an A feel to me.
I think C.
So Joe says A.
I'll say C.
Dom is still saying C. He's dead set on.
She seems like somebody who just
she's built like
a little
crazy.
too drunk. She was a little too drunk. Maybe just punched somebody at a bar.
Look at Mama Bear saying, "She goes. She built like crazy bread."
Yeah,
crazy bread.
Well, they're all dudes. Tyson says A. So Tyson agrees with Joe. Styx, what do you say?
I'm gonna say B. B kind of looks like she would think she's not gonna be there for a while.
She doesn't look kind. She looks cutty. She looks stabby.
Well, this picture was probably taken before she went in, Styx. So she probably doesn't. I don't know if you can judge that by this picture necessarily. All right, cool.
Hey, Styx. She actually went on a date, cut the guy up, and made stew.
Stew.
That ain't a short time.
Hope she's in there for a little more than a short time.
I know.
All right. So we got an A. We got an A. Mama Bear says B. Terry says maybe she's just looking for a contractor. A is rumored to be an axe murderer. The answer is it is A. Joe nailed it.
Haven't lost my touch.
Joe nailed it.
Yeah, cut those jeans off, man. Those ain't coming off normally. You need a pair of scissors for those.
Yeah, anytime I see a girl taking a selfie of herself in a bathroom mirror, I always look around for stuff maybe they forgot was laying out.
There was a picture of a girl.
Whether there's a turd in the toilet or a dildo on the counter, you just never know.
A few lines on the
a little kid in the background, like a baby in the background.
Yeah, baby in the background.
Yeah. You always get the baby in the background ones. Those are always the saddest.
All right, we're down to these three young ladies. I'm both. I'm a bipolar Virgo.
Oh, she's
who
done.
Loves to be spoiled. I love to cut up. Hopefully, that's not what got her in there. I love to cut up, laugh, and always down to have a good time. Not to mention, I'm nasty in the best ways possible.
Ooh.
Let me make you feel things you've never felt and change your life, baby.
C.
I'm going back with D again.
I don't know. I got the fucking C is going to be hit. It's got to be C. Because
I agree with you.
the ones that always say, figured, not to mention I'm nasty in the best ways possible.
That they're nasty in all capital letters.
Yes.
I mean, I could see C referencing the fact she was a Virgo, but I just feel I got to go with D on this.
Joe Rick goes, how easy they are to cut off. Yeah.
Yes,
Mama Bear says
my
D. Those jeans have to be stretched. Mama Bear also says, referring to Miss A. All right.
I gauge him on whether the shots need an HPV shot. Or whether
he is definitely bipolar. That's what Tyson said. All right. So I think Tyson's going with C based on that. So Dom is sticking with C. I think Joe is going to roll with D. If I remember
I'm ride or
right.
die with D on this.
And Styx?
I agreed with Joe.
You agreed with Joe that it was D. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. The answer to this nasty, who is this nasty young lady? It is
fucking chicken jockey.
She's nasty in the best possible ways.
She's nasty in the best possible
She
way.
got freaking gurgitation. She freaking goddamn
gurgitation. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to explain to me what that is. I don't know.
Like regurgitation?
She freaking gag reflex.
Oh, okay, got it.
No, right, and she also
I'm so innocent. I didn't know what that meant.
Also she'll bend over. I know she's freaking the type of girl.
Sorry, Terry.
See.
All right, the final one, the final letter.
Shitty looking dude.
Gurgitation. That's the word of the day. All right, the final one between these two young ladies. Looking for generous and intellectual conversations or even talk sports. I love watching games. You can ask me anything. I will always be honest.
B.
I am only 28 with nice boobs. I am so fun and bubbly.
B.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with B because D looks a little younger than 28. The B doesn't look very old either.
She's got nice. They both have nice. One of them looks like they're maybe real, and the other's
not.
Who said
this? That's going to be an SNS tomorrow. Who said this?
Gurgitation. All right. What does the chat say? Gurgitation. Mama Bear says, all right. See, it's Marco's kind. All right. What do we got here? I think Dom and Joe both say B. I'm sorry, Styx, what did you say?
I also will go B.
So the whole panel is going with B. Looks like the chat is going with D.
If you curveballed me on the D, and I go 3 times in a row with
well, I had to pick two young ladies that had nice boobies. Because of what she said about having nice boobies. Like I said, B's look like those are not necessarily God-given. D's could be look like they're probably
fun bags.
Could be. I said like B looks like she could be 28. D just looks younger.
D looks too young.
28.
All right.
If she's 28, good on you.
So it's actually shaping up to panel versus chat on this one as to who it is, and the answer is B.
Fun bags.
Panel wins.
Tie-dye.
It is her, but she is bubbly and fun.
I'm sure you can ask me anything. I'll always be honest, except when I went to jail. I didn't do it, officer.
I would love to know what these girls did.
All right, and we do have a profile pick of the week this week. This week it is a young lady who's she's a very good-looking young lady, but she might have a little attitude because she's given us the bird. That's one way to catch the bad guys, I guess.
Thank you.
He's like, yeah,
always appreciate a nice halter top.
Yeah. If I remember right from her letter, she's actually going to college while she's incarcerated and going to increase a higher level of education. So good for her.
Sorry, halter top and Daisy Dukes can never go wrong. This is old.
And that's it for this episode of Prison Pen Pals.
Great presentation.
Thank you. I loved it.
Where did Jedi go?
It was fantastic. And then Jedi, she was like, thank you. You've been great.
He goes, see you.
And somehow I
exited yourself out?
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe up to Rennavision. Please give us a like if you liked it. If you don't. That's fine too. Feel free to leave comments in the YouTube comments after the video. Maybe bring up things you'd like to see in a spotlight, either a character or an artist, something like that. I always like any suggestions. Also sub up over to Bruce at Kingdom of Nerds _ Bruce will be doing his, I guess, other comic show on Sunday as normal, I believe. I haven't heard otherwise.
I believe so.
Sub up to Styx Boy, because Styx has a new ongoing show that we do on Tuesdays, correct? At 9 p.m.
Tuesdays. Yep.
Where we are doing a watch of a different Doctor Who episode. I try to not drink Drano during it. It's a good time.
I think you did good. I think. Listen, we had a good time. I think. And,
it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Styx will drop up the QR code where you can watch the episode along with us as we watch.
I will say, and I'm going to plug the show too, not just because I'm on it, but we do have a good time on there, even though it is
fun.
Doctor Who may not necessarily be your thing. In case you didn't know, it's not my thing either. It's not Joe's thing either. But we do have fun on there. And I would say watch along with us. Styx will post the link where you can actually watch along with us. It's more fun if you can see what Joe and I are making fun of. It's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
But it was actually a lot of fun. It's good.
It's good for all you Doctor Who diehards out there, but also like Jedi and I, we have no exposure to Doctor Who outside of stuff that Styx shows us on a regular basis. So we're we're green when it comes to Doctor Who. So whether you know nothing about Doctor Who or you really love Doctor Who,
we're going to get the origin of the Mudmen at some point.
At some point, yeah, we will be doing that one. Yeah. I will tell you that I am 6 subscribers away from 100.
There you go. So go sub up the Styx. Go sub up the Styx over there. Get them to 100. 100. Come on.
I gotta subscribe. I didn't subscribe yet myself, so I'm like, I
damn.
don't even watch my own shows.
I said that. I said we got to get Don to subscribe, and that'll get us a little closer. Because I know for a fact Don had subscribed.
Bruce is always yelling at me. He's like, "You like the show? Like the show?" I was like, "I'm in the show right fucking now. I don't have another window open where I'm watching the stream of the show that I'm doing."
Don't ask me to watch the night show because I won't. Because I don't watch my stuff. I let other people tell me, "Yo, Dom, you were good in the show." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. That's it. Let it rock."
Dom's sitting over there saying, "Why don't you like my stuff?" And then when I ask for, he doesn't even like my stuff. So there you go. That's
hey, listen, it's not that I don't like your stuff. It's just that I'm too freaking lazy to go on the damn things to click.
Don't let the views feel. If you go over there right now, you're going to say, okay, there's like 40 people have watched it. Don't let that deter you.
Hey,
it is a lot of fun.
That's 4 times more. That's 4 times more than I've watched other streams
ever. Yeah,
it's true.
Right.
That is true.
It's like he's increased his viewership 400% in one episode.
It is the best secret on YouTube right now. Is that show? So,
there you go.
So don't be left out.
Yeah, don't
listen. My brother, Geekstronomy, he actually is a huge Doctor Who fan. Star Trek fan, Doctor Who stuff like that.
He would love the show.
I told
if he doesn't mind.
I'll tag him.
Shitting on it a little bit.
Should I keep telling him I want to get you some exposure, put you on some of the shows, man? You talk some stuff,
Yeah.
It's good stuff. And also, hey, don't forget to sub up to Absolute Geek Podcast, where Dom, Styx, and Matt do their wrestling show.
Thursday night.
You guys still doing that Thursday nights?
Thursday night. We actually had a pre-tape show on Wednesday because supposedly I have a life. I got stuck working, so I couldn't do the live show on Thursday. It's Thursday night, 9 p.m., off the mat. If you love wrestling, come check us out.
Yep.
Miami Dodgers.
I love some. I actually just finished a sleeve of Jammy Dodgers the other day, Terry.
Is that candy? I have no idea what that is. That must be another regional thing.
It's like a shortbread cookie.
They are cookies.
Okay.
Thank you, Dom Sauce.
Sorry.
And thank you, Mama Beth.
Biscuits.
Jammy Dodgers are delicious. I also a fan of Tim Tams. Also delicious.
Tim Tams, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, I will have a violet crumble.
Wow.
If you follow along on Rennavision, before our show is the CBSI Hot 10 with Pete, where he goes through the hottest 10 books on the market for the week, followed by us. And Saturdays, 9 p.m., S&S. Styx, you going to be on tomorrow?
No show tomorrow because I'm out of town.
No show tomorrow.
Yeah, no show tomorrow. Next
no
week,
show tomorrow.
next week, next Saturday, we'll be doing a WrestleMania watch along.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
That's right. Styx. So we're gonna have.
So tomorrow, for everybody that watches this show and also watches SNS, since there's no SNS tomorrow, go watch Styx show from Tuesday. Let's get those views up. Let's do it.
There you go.
Jedi, you got any whatnot sales going on anytime soon?
I don't think so. Not this week.
Hey,
I try to do
Terry,
about every other week.
Terry, there was wrestling this week. It just said we pre-taped it on Wednesday and premiered it on Thursday.
And there's so many C2 E2 streams going on and whatnot right now. I don't want to.
Oh yeah. So you get choked out.
You're gonna bother
all that stuff. On Wednesdays, you can watch the Totally Awesome Coolest Show with Pete, Marco, and Dubs. Good stuff. So yeah, we have a pretty decent little lineup there of shows to watch. So join us. Watch all the content. And next week on the 18th, on our show, The Qualified, we will have special guest Mark Spears on. So Mark will be coming by to talk to us about maybe upcoming Kickstarter that's going to be launched. That should be out. Maybe some exclusives that he has out there.
Certain mummy covers.
News of some covers.
I want his Megatron cover that they freaking Comic Tom has on his show. It's the Megatron cover, which is pretty cool.
What was there meant to be a comma or 3 periods in between SNS and bullshit there, or no SNS bullshit or no SNS bullshit? Which one?
I think it's SNS bullshit. He's pissed because he wants to watch it.
I still love the thing.
So yeah, we'll have Mark on next week.
I'm a little nervous about next week. Mark has specifically requested to play the matching game next week.
Yes, he has.
So the pressure's on.
You got to be on your top game.
Yeah, the pressure's on. I hope I don't let everybody down with some more. When I say me, I mean AI. I hope ChatGPT does.
Yeah.
No. We'll try to come up with some good ones. So that he does want to play that game. We played last time he was here, and I think it went a little off the rails. So we'll see how it works this time. Maybe that's why he wants to do it again.
Probably
so
right.
He will basically be our spotlight next week as we go through some of his projects that are coming up and interview him. And we'll probably also kind of take a look at some of the C2E2 exclusives. If the ones that caught some traction, I like to look at them the week after, to tell you the truth. I mean, sometimes if there's not a ton of them or there's really good ones, it's fun to preview them. When there's 350, I'll wait until after the week, and it's fun to kind of look at that week after.
Pete might be doing a special C2E2 exclusive top 10. He usually does those on Sunday right before the Star Wars show, so keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure if he's going to have time or not, but he does like to do those if there's stuff that is noteworthy and, like I said earlier, causing fights in lines and stuff like that. So.
It's fun to kind of look at it the week after to see where stuff falls out at. Like I said, con exclusives are very hit or miss. Most don't amount to anything. A few do really well. When there's 350, that's just a lot.
There's a couple of really bangers that are available. Like that Godzilla cover, Godzilla versus Chicago. The
C-Punk one?
The C2E2 one. I want to get that one. I want that one. I also Jedi, you saw the Vampirella with the gold bikini, right?
Yeah, I think I ordered that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So
then there's like 2 Transformer comics. I have one. I got the Virgin foil cover, but there's also another one. And there's a G.I. Joe book, I think, too. But there's a Michael Turner G.I. Joe. The Michael Turner with Storm Shadow on the cover.
There's a handful of Michael. There's a Michael Turner Vampirella. There's the Michael Turner Supergirl cover. There's the Michael Turner. There's a handful of Michael Turner, which I love Michael Turner, but they just feel like
let the poor man rest.
Yeah, I'd rather go out and dig for his existing work that's out there than
his Batman Superman books with Supergirl were fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
I have those. I love those books.
The egg pot. Are you talking about the egg pot? Is still ugly though. Which egg pot are you talking about? The vampire?
Oh, the one from Aftershock or whatever.
Yeah, he's got the Aftershock. I don't like that one either. I don't like. I'm not crazy about the Vampirella either, but the Aftershock is just kind of.
The Vampirella looked like the last Vampirella he did.
It is. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if that's an exclusive, but maybe they're just mocking it up as an exclusive.
Yeah, the egg pot one's. I don't know whether it's just the blue eyes in it that throw you off a little bit. I don't mind it. I like kind of the grotesquerie of his proportions.
Yeah, he's kind of the Picasso of distorting proportions on women.
I kind of like it. It's just always kind of something different. You're like, how far is he going to take it this time? And I'm always impressed. So.
He's from Chicago too, so he's there. So I saw on the stream earlier that he was there signing, but they made a note of saying he didn't look very well, so he may be getting sick, in which case he may not be at the show the entire weekend. But he's from Chicago, I believe.
Yeah.
So we see him Punk. Second season.
Wrestling.
A lot of people are from Chicago.
I know. Last year I drove to Chicago for Fan Expo. Chicago, 14-hour ride, man. That shit going through Iowa, man. That shit was nuts. There was freaking no stops, no gas, freaking just the all open field. There was nothing. Freaking driving. I was exhausted.
Which way did you go?
I went to the Fan Expo to go get the Tamira Morrison's autograph.
Is it Iowa Pass in the end?
Yeah, New York to Chicago.
Oh, it was a 14-hour ride. I went through someplace. I don't know.
It's the flattest drive you'll drive.
Yeah,
it is.
There was one spot where I needed to get gas, and there was no gas stations for miles.
Yeah, once you get about, I don't know, a couple hours into Ohio, or about an hour into Ohio, it's just like, hey, flat.
That's that lady on 1923.
Yeah.
And again, God bless my wife for taking the ride with me. And she told me
that was a bad run
for lady.
Her.
That poor lady. I feel bad for her. Yeah. I don't think I slept. I don't think I slept that night after watching that episode. I was like, "That's."
I thought I had to go take a shower after watching that episode. If you haven't watched 1923, go watch it. It's pretty decent, and you'll know what Jedi.
I'm not up to date on it. I have watched it, but I'm not up to date on it.
Yeah, it's
no spoilers really, but that poor lady just can't. She couldn't buy a break. She just couldn't do it.
No, she can't. And the way they left the last episode, I'm like, God, man, you're really fucked. It's rough. It's a rough show. Rough show to watch, but fun to go.
Oh, you haven't seen the finale yet, Joe?
No. I watched.
Oh, okay. I'll stop there then if you haven't watched the finale yet.
I left out the Blizzard. The Blizzard was where I left off at.
Okay, I'll stop then.
And I guess I should have mentioned it during when you were plugging my show there on Tuesday. Tomorrow, for those of you who are seasoned Whovians, the new season of Doctor Who comes out on Disney Plus at 9 p.m.
Really?
Eastern time.
Same doctor?
The Shurigawa, the Black Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all 7 of you out there, I hope you heard that and are glued to your TV set.
It's probably 6.5, but yeah,
6.5.
5.
I'm sure there's the dwarf out there somewhere that likes for Doctor.
I'm sure that number's double in the UK. So we appreciate you joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. A little bit of a short one tonight, but that's okay. Hopefully, I'm sure we'll have Bruce with us next week because Mark Spears will be here, and we won't be doing porno games.
I'm sure
we won't be doing porno games. And
Bruce will be here. Definitely, he would not let that man out of his sight.
Nope.
For the show without him here, he wouldn't. He needs to be there.
And I guess we will all be back, and it'll be good. It'll be Good Friday. It'll be Good Friday next week. So
it will be. It'll be a very good Friday.
We'll have that. Do your Stations of the Cross, and then come back and watch Qualified. Good times. All right, everybody. We appreciate you all hanging out tonight for as long as you have. We will see you next week.
Fix.
Boys,
on Andor. Love it.
Gurkification.
The Qualified.
qualified. You're qualified.